Concessions.
Sinners is a movie directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan as twins Stack and Smoke, who were on their way home to Mississippi in 1932 to open up a juke joint in their hometown. During the opening night of their juke joint, they are welcomed by unwanted visitors, evil visitors, vampires, who are trying to invite themselves in and ruin their night. Like I said, this movie is directed by Ryan Coogler. Michael B. Jordan plays Stack and Smoke. Haley Steinfeld plays Mary. Delroy Lindo plays Delta Slim. Winmu Musaku plays Annie, and Miles Catton plays Sammy. Uh, Michael B. Jordan, to me, has always felt like he's playing. It's just the same person, but you're putting them in different movies. Like any of his characters could be in any of these movies, but this was different. I really did. It was different because I don't know. He felt like a different person. I believe than the character that he was. I believe that they were twins, like two different people. It was very believable. It didn't. Nothing took me outside of the moment of the movie of the acting. He did extremely well. Haley Stanfield, I always kind of see her as somewhat of a little bit of a comic relief. When I think about Pitch Perfect, or even in damn, I was about to say Arrow, even in Hawkeye, the show. She's pretty funny in a lot of the roles that she has, but this was like a very serious role for her. I really liked her acting. She did extremely well. Everyone in this movie did really really well. The most standout character is Miles Catton, who plays Sammy, who you can arguably say is the main character of this movie. Um, he is one of the he plays the blues at the juke joint. He's the cousin of Smoke and Stack. It's one of those situations where he's like, his father's a preacher, and but he plays the guitar really well, so he wants to play out, out at night, and the preacher's like, father the preacher's like, don't you play out there, the devil's gonna come for you. That's the devil's music. That type of vibe situation. Um, but he did extremely well, and this is his first film, and yeah, he feels like the main character to me. Delroy Lindo would definitely be the best supporting actor in this movie, if you ask me. He's always doing his things in movies. That's not even a question. He's a legend. Um, I really, really enjoyed this movie. And, you know, at first, a part of me was like, I was expecting more, but then it was like, but I didn't know what to expect. And I really enjoyed it. So, what is it that what am I arguing about, right? Um, the only thing that I will say is that it's a slow burn. This movie starts off really slow before it gets to any of the vampires or anything like that. But during that time of the movie, you getting a story of the characters. It's important what you're seeing. It doesn't feel like it's dragging along. It's part of the story. It works for me. There's also a lot of music in this movie too, um, which actually is really fitting. For the movie. Usually outbroke it. Just out of nowhere, musicals is just like, what the hell am I watching? Like, why did that just break out in song right now? But it worked for the moments that it was, and it wasn't too much either. Um, there's a lot of racial um, allegories in this movie. A lot of things in this movie that was a period piece. Actually, in Mississippi, 1932. Obviously, you're gonna see a lot of racist stuff and a lot of allegories of spiritual things as well. It was just told really well and differently. It caught me by surprise. A lot of things that I saw, but it just I was like, huh, okay, But like the more I think about this movie, even now, it's like, damn, that movie was really really good, and I love that. I loved it because it's an original movie. So shout out to Ryan Coogler uh, for having this original film because like there's so many reboots, there's so many remakes, there's so many origin stories of random characters and things that we grew up with nostalgia and all that stuff. That to see something like this, a movie like this is like a reason why I would definitely go back to the theaters. I know theaters have taken a hit since COVID, but movies like this will make you go back to the theaters. I highly recommend it. Obviously, me talking about it, it is a theater experience. Um, Go see it. I didn't get a chance to see it in IMAX. Well, okay, so I am going to see it again in IMAX. The first time I saw it, uh, the speaker was messed up on my right side. You can kind of hear it distorted, and I was like, "This is gonna mess up the whole movie." But no, it was. I was still able to enjoy it. It was really good. Um, there are two credit scenes in this movie. Excuse me. There are two credit scenes. One scene it goes along with the credits, so you know you could kind of feel that you need to you feel that you need to sit in your seat. And obviously, this is not a Marvel movie, but it feels like a perfect ending. You know, it's a whole, it's an actual whole scene that ends the movie. If you ask me, I guess you could argue that there's going to be a sequel. I truly hope not. You know, I hate unnecessary sequels, and this seems like it was just like a great movie, just a great story that Ryan Coogler came up with, and we'll get another story that he'll come up with, you know, another time. So theater experience, Sinners, go see it. That's it. I'm Coop. I'm out. Peace.
Coops Concessions.